Hello, welcome to Monday's Facebook Live, and this is Jo, and we are taking part in day 15 of the Rewire for Health meditation campaign. So this is the 6-week campaign, and all the recordings that we've done so far are available on the YouTube channel, Joanne Yoga and Wellbeing. And today we'll do a short guided meditation. You don't need any special equipment for this to happen. So the most important thing is that you have a seat that's going to provide you with a comfortable support, and it's optional, so if you want you can have your eyes open. You don't need to see me because I'm just going to talk you through the practice. So if it's okay, when I start talking you into the practice, I would just advise that you let your eyes rest, really. We have so much visual stimulus during our day that it's good to give the eyes an opportunity to just kind of slowly drop in and kind of find their way back. So, so welcome those who are joining live. And we're sitting in a comfortable position. We've got the option here to just do an exploration. So I'm going to invite you to bring your feet and your knees together, feet rested on the floor. Welcome to the session today. So we're sitting in an upright chair, and our feet and our knees, are bringing them together. And I just want you to notice, either with your eyes open or closed, how bringing your feet and your knees together, and if you want you could apply a little bit of pressure towards the knees, or you can just kind of slowly just tap the knees to the center and keeping them there with the feet and the inside edges of the knees touching. I just want you to notice how it feels to sit like this. Notice the position of your pelvis and also the position of your upper body. We're just letting the arms rest here, so let the hands rest face down on the thighs. And then very gently, we're going to step the feet out to the side. So their feet are going to be in line with the hips, so the same distance, knees and feet. And then as we do that, I just want you to notice what changes, if anything, happen in your body. And then we can go back to the center again. Again, just resting the inside edges of the feet and the knees together, noticing how it feels to sit like this, very prim and proper. And then we slowly take the feet out to the side, so the feet and the knees are hip distance apart. And again, just notice if there's any subtle changes or shifts. So we're going to practice being mountains in our meditation today. So mountain pose is a standing pose that we traditionally perform in yoga. And in this seated posture, we're going to become as mountainous as we can be. So our feet, we've just done the exploration, taking our feet into the midline and the knees and then taking them back out. We're going to keep the feet in line there with the hips and the knees in line with the hips. So we've got stable foundations. And again, you can close your eyes if you wish, or you can allow your eyes to stay open with a soft gaze, kind of looking forward. Obviously you don't need to be looking at the screen, you just need to hear my voice. And then we settle in. So we're going to go down to the feet, our connection with the ground. And these are our bases, these are the foundations of our mountain. So mountains have wide foundations. And just feeling the connections of your feet. So the heels, the outside edges of the feet, the arches, and the individual toes, the ball of the foot, and just receiving that support from the ground. And as in all mountains, we begin with strong and wide foundations. And then the foundations allow the summit to be lighter. And welcome to those joining. So we're just sitting with our knees and our feet hip distance apart. And we're allowing ourselves to receive this connection from the ground. And we can give ourselves into that connection space as well. Notice how that feels. And notice the left foot and the right foot. And then both feet now, just noticing the support from the ground. Foundations of your mountain, wide foundations. And then we're going to slowly travel up the body. So we're just going to journey up here to the pelvis. And just allow a little bit of inquiry. So you're just going to move your pelvis, maybe tilt it back and tilt it forward a little. Very small movements, keep them as small as they can be. So if anyone was watching you, they'd probably not even be able to gather what you were doing. And then you might gently tip the left side of your pelvis down a little, and then maybe the right side of the pelvis down a little. Welcome to those joining. So we're sitting with our feet and our knees hip distance apart, and we're connecting to this essence of being the mountain today as we sit in this guided meditation. And we're just pelvic tilting, so tilting the pelvis slowly forward, slowly back, to the left, to the right, and then coming back to your neutral, so you feel like you're resting and receiving support from the bony connections underneath, so the sits bones, they're quite often referred to. Can you get a sense of kind of allowing yourself to be stable in the support of these sits bones, so the bony connections, so that the upper body can get a sense of lightness. Foundations of your mountain through your feet are nice and soft but stable and providing support for the summit, the top of the head, to rise towards the clouds. And invite the belly and invite the ribs to be as open as they can be, in the whole of the front of the chest. So the core of your mountain is alive and well. And the breath here providing this kind of momentum within the mountain. So you can breathe in and out through the nose, or you could breathe in through the nose and maybe a gentle sigh with the exhale out through the mouth. You can choose whatever rhythm is with you, so we don't need to count the breaths, just allowing your breath to gently flow. Feet providing strong foundations, pelvis aligned in such a way that your muscles in the belly and the back can be effortlessly supporting you as you sit. Noticing how it feels to allow the breath and the front of the body to receive that invitation of being open, expanding. On the inhale, particularly noticing how the ribs expand, and on the exhale, how the ribs almost come back in towards the body, in towards the spine. And keeping the inquiry kind of gentle and easy. This hopefully should feel quite effortless as your feet are stable on the ground, your bottom's rested on the chair, those sits bones underneath the pelvis providing the spine with its stability, so that the top of your head can just easily and gracefully rise. And then we'll allow our inquiry to journey to the neck and the head. So just moving the head, again, these small movements, so small, micro small, that if anyone was watching, they might not even notice that you were really doing very much. So just moving to the left and slowly coming back to center, slowly moving to the right. Noticing if there's an urge to take it further. Sometimes that can happen, coming back gently to the center, and then slowly a little movement forward, slowly dropping the chin down, maybe dropping the nose down, and then slowly coming back up to neutral, and then maybe going a little bit towards the back, just a small movement. And then explore those movements for yourself with either the eyes open or the eyes closed. Allowing your breath to flow freely without any force involved here. We're just being as easy and as gentle, as effortless as we can be with our mountains. Let the jaw be relaxed in the skin of the face. And then slowly find your way back to neutral so the head can rest in its neutral position. Allow the back of the head to maybe tease a little bit further upwards, so we lengthen the back of the neck. And again, eyes open or eyes closed. Can you have a sense here of the head lightly and effortlessly kind of journeying upwards towards the sky, towards the clouds, as your feet rest on the floor. Your lower body supported here through your joints to the pelvis, sits bones resting, and your breath flows. Belly and the back muscles, allowing them to be as relaxed as they can be. So there's a fluidity here through the torso. The breath moving, influencing the body with no real force involved on your part. And we just breathe here at the end of this Being a Mountain meditation. Our wide foundations from the ground, supporting our structure upwards to the hips and the pelvis. And then how that movement carries itself upwards along the spine, towards the top of the neck and the crown of the head, gracefully and effortlessly kind of rising up towards the sky and the clouds. Noticing your mountain today, being present here with the breath, with the ground. And just noticing how it feels. Noticing if there's any tension being held. And if there is, can you just gently sigh and let it go a little? Particularly the shoulders. Maybe they're doing more than they need to do. Perhaps they could just rest. How might that feel? And again, feeling the ground underneath your feet. Having an awareness of your breath. And allowing the summit of your mountain to effortlessly glide just that little bit more towards the clouds and the sky above. Making sure the jaw is relaxed and the face is soft. And then when you're ready, give the shoulders a little bit of a inquiry, so rolling the shoulders forward like a kayak roll or going backwards. Gently just mobilize the head to the left, to the right, forward and back, little small circles. Take a deep breath in through the nose and then exhale out through the mouth with a sigh. Maybe do 2 more of those. Letting go with the exhale. And there we have your morning mountain meditation or afternoon meditation. It can be quite nice after doing it to stand up and walk around. And then if you're practicing this at home, maybe making it a shorter practice and coming back to sitting to see if you can recreate those sensations of being your mountain. So if you came in halfway, listen to maybe the recording from the beginning. So we built our foundations from the floor, changing our feet position, seeing how that was felt. And if you've enjoyed this, then please do share it with others. If you want to pop a little comment in, thanks for that, Bridget. Then do share it with friends and family, and I'll upload this to the YouTube channel later on today, where you'll find longer guided meditations and bits of sharing from the previous 2 live calls that I've done, which have guided meditations and little tips to hopefully give you some information about what meditation's about and to debunk some myths. So it's been lovely to share this with you today. I'm conscious of time, so we'll keep this wrapped up now. Please stay well and keep calm. And I'll see you here. I'll be back here on Wednesday for some massage tips, and back on Friday live on the Zoom call. If you're interested, just go to the website joannebull.com to find out full details, and take care.